Good evening and welcome to the AFL Queensland Virtual Awards for the QFA Division 2 South competition. I'm Barry Gibson, Community Football Manager Queensland, and it's my absolute pleasure to be your host tonight for our presentation ceremony. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners on the land on which we gather here in Yeronga this evening, the Jagera people, and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Well, we talked about last season as being a season like no other. I think we could say the same about this season. But the fantastic thing is we got through 15 rounds and the best 4 teams in the competition have had the opportunity to play off to be crowned the Premier. There's been some outstanding individual performance across the season, not only those in front of the big sticks, but those that have attracted the umpire's eye. And tonight we get to acknowledge their outstanding contribution to their team. So without further ado, let's move into our awards ceremony. Okay, it's time to recognise those that shine in front of the big sticks, our leading goal kickers for both our senior and reserves competition. Our senior leading goal kicker with 53 goals from the Carrara Football Club, Ilan Osman. What a fantastic effort, 53 goals. His first season of football up in Queensland, having plied his trade in Victoria, and unfortunately missed last year due to COVID. So no doubt, had a lot of goals to kick, and has kicked a lot of goals over his career with 631 from his 249 games. In our reserve grade competition, congratulations, we had joint winners on 29 goals. Ashley Dudman from the Burleigh Football Club and Mitchell Howe-Nibbs from the Robina Football Club. We'll now move into our best and fairest for our reserve grade, and the leaderboard, which has been shared for our social channels, revealed that Mark Lynch was the leader after round 10 from Tweed Coast on 11 votes, followed by Matthew Peters from Coolangatta Tweed on 7, Cameron Rowlands from Burleigh on 6, also on 6, Luke Ross from Burleigh and Adam Forward from Bond University. So without further ado, it's my pleasure to announce that this year's reserve grade best and fairest for the Division 2 South competition is Mark Lynch from the Tweed Coast Tigers. Mark, highly credentialed senior footballer in his day, back in Victoria, also played some good senior football in the NT. His second year at Tweed, having started with them last year, and no doubt has been a valuable asset with his experience in their reserve grade team. So congratulations to Mark Lynch from the Tweed Coast Tigers. So a quick recap of the best and fairest leaderboard. Mark Lynch on 15 from Tweed, runner-up from Coombe on 10 votes, Hayden Shaw. Also on 10 votes and runner-up, Luke Ross from Burleigh. On 9 votes, Nathan Evans, Burleigh. 8 votes, Cohen Balnaves from Burleigh. And 8 votes, Dougie King from Coombe. We now move in to the counting of the Cole Tobiason Medal for the senior best and fairest for the Division 2 South. And our leaderboard that's been shared so far on social media, after round 10 we had Regan Solder from Burleigh on 15, followed by Weston Tate Turvey, Coolangatta Tweed on 13. On 12, Braid Palmer from Carrara, his teammate Jaden Brennan on 11, and Joshua Westerberg from Coolangatta Tweed on 9. So we move into our votes from round 11. Ballina versus Burleigh. 1 vote, Jed Turner, Ballina. 2 votes, Jarryd Graham, Burleigh. 3 votes, John Boxer, Burleigh. Carrara versus Coombe. 1 vote, Matthew Fraser, Coombe. 2 votes, Joshua Nelson, Carrara. 3 votes, Scott Ayres, Carrara. Robina versus Byron. 1 vote, Jackson Coppin, Byron. 2 votes, Jai Berry, Byron. 3 votes, Nicholas Cunningham, Byron. Tweed versus Coolangatta. 1 vote, Thomas Arnold, Tweed. 2 votes, Brenton Chambers, Tweed. 3 votes, Kieran Baker, Tweed. Round 13, Ballina versus Coolangatta. 1 vote, Joe Ward, Ballina. 2 votes, Mitchell Carey, Coolangatta Tweed. 3 votes, Weston Tate Turvey, Coolangatta. Bond versus Coombe. 1 vote, Matthew Fraser, Coombe. 2 votes, Harrison Island, Bond. 3 votes, Ben Wells, Bond. Burleigh versus Carrara. 1 vote, John Boxer, Burleigh. 2 votes, Regan Solder, Burleigh. 3 votes, Braid Palmer, Carrara. Tweed versus Byron. 1 vote, Damien Gray, Byron. 2 votes, Jackson Coppin, Byron. 3 votes, Zachary Mitchell, Byron. Round 14, Carrara versus Ballina. 1 vote, Jed Turner, Ballina. 2 votes, Scott Ayres, Carrara. 3 votes, Reece Nossiter, Carrara. Coolangatta versus Bond. 1 vote, Zach Westerberg, Coolangatta. 2 votes, Mitchell Carey, Coolangatta Tweed. 3 votes, Weston Tate Turvey, Coolangatta. Coombe versus Byron Bay. 1 vote, Mitchell Cruz, Coombe. 2 votes, Jonah Wenzel, Byron. 3 votes, Patrick O'Brien, Byron. Tweed versus Robina. 1 vote, Jonathan Bevan, Tweed. 2 votes, Will Andrew, Robina. 3 votes, Ben Rodwell, Robina. Round 15, Burleigh versus Tweed. 1 vote, Kai Bisher, Burleigh. 2 votes, Jarryd Graham, Burleigh. 3 votes, John Boxer, Burleigh. Robina versus Coombe. 1 vote, Pirat Pifbang, Coombe. 2 votes, Josh Coombe, Robina. 3 votes, Greg Smith, Robina. And our winner of the Cole Tobiason Medal from Coolangatta Tweed, Weston Tate Turvey. A recap of our final leaderboard. Weston Tate Turvey, Coolangatta Tweed, 19. Regan Salter, Burleigh on 17. Bride Palmer, Carrara on 15. His teammate Jaden Brennan on 11. Ben Wells from Bond University on 10. And Lachlan Davidson from Burleigh also on 10. Well, what a fantastic count in the seniors. The Cole Tobiason medal going to Weston Tate Turvey from the Coolangatta Footy Club. Obviously enjoying his time in Queensland, having been a former Tasmanian junior before moving up in 2017 and having played 64 games with Coolangatta. A fantastic effort. And I should also acknowledge Mark Lynch from the Tweed Coast Tigers on his reserve grade best and fairest. Congratulations to all teams. Good luck to our 2 grand finalists this weekend. And we look forward to seeing you all back in 2022.